In this video today, I want to talk about a product that I use to illuminate my skin throughout the year, but also in my videos. Bonjour! So today, in this video, the Illuminated that I use is from Nuxe Huile Prodigieuse Or. So this is a product that I use throughout the year, but especially very good for the lights. You know, when I shoot a video, you've got the lights everywhere, so it illuminates, give me a really nice finish, but so natural. So this video is going to be about that. Especially, I am going to show you my face without the makeup, and I show you how I actually apply this oil, dry oil, on my face. And I will talk about the other multitude of usage for this oil. Stay tuned. So now, as you can see, it's me before my makeup on. So I have, my skin is cleaned and I only have moisturizer on, okay? You can see around my nose, I've got some little redness. You can see I really have nothing on, no concealer, nothing, apart from my moisturizer, as I say. So what I am going to do is, in front of you, use this, the Nuxe Huile Prodigieuse Or. So this one, as I mentioned before, has a little paillette d'or, this gold little shimmer. It gives a lovely subtle glow, and I find it illuminates the skin, especially for the videos. I think it looks very nice. So I will show you. As you know, and I have mentioned before, I always change my moisturizer. I never use the same moisturizer, you know, for months and weeks on end. So as soon as the tube or the pot is finished, I switch and I pick something else. Always do that, and us French women tend to do that because it's kind of almost like a wake-up call to the skin. Okay, wake up, this is a different moisturizer, because your skin gets used to the moisturizer you use, and after a while it no longer has a good effect. So, you know, it could be, you know, Clarins one month, the next L'Oreal, another time a Nivea, and then a Nuxe like this one, you know, something always a little bit different. So this is what I use right now. I'm using the Nuxe moisturizer, and this one is Crème Fraîche de Beauté. I absolutely love the smell, and it's moisturizing, almost give a little zing to the skin, so I really like that. So my Nuxe Huile Prodigieuse Or as well, and I've got my BB cream. So this one is Maybelline Dream Matte BB cream. I tend not to use foundation. My skin is not too bad, so I use BB cream because, as you know, my makeup is always very light. So I'm going to show you now what I do. Before starting, I need to put my turban on. So I'm going to put that on. Okay, so my turban, crystal ball. Okay, so now use your moisturizer. So any moisturizer that you use, it can be the same if you've used here or a different one. I don't think it makes any difference whatsoever, but I like to mix it so that it is not pure. I like it a little bit subtle, okay, especially for the face. So a little bit in the palm of your hand, and it smells lovely. I really love that smell. So a little bit there. So it's almost at the end, as you can see. Maybe like that. As much as that, maybe can be a little bit more, a little bit less. You get used to it. So now a little bit of BB cream. Why? Because the BB cream, you know, if you use foundation, put that in. A little bit of BB cream. This is what I use to unify the skin. So, you know, it eliminates a few blotches, make it a little bit nicer. So a little bit like this. Not too much. And now the Nuxe Huile Prodigieuse Or. So you mix it like this, because you've got those gold particles in there. What do you call them? Gold particles. So just a few drops in the hand. Okay, so I do that, and again, it smells beautiful. And it doesn't really come down. Okay. Okay, so I have a little bit too much now on camera. but really, you can use a little bit less, use a little bit more. It depends on you. So, you try what looks good. So I just dab it like that. Dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it. So everything gets mixed up. So again, dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it. And mix it. So everything is homogeneous. You don't want to have a big blotch of big Prodigieuse from one side and just the moisturizer on another. You want it to be fairly well, homogenized. So I start by the nose always, at the front like this. And you massage it as usual, in circular movement like this. A little bit goes a long way. You can pat it, whatever you used to. I've had sometimes patting is good, but sometimes you need to, to make circular movement like that. Usually above, avoid the eyes. All around the nose, especially the nose here, was a little bit red. And you can see already, it's not as red as it was. There's a little bit left here. You don't have to use everything, See how it goes. It's always better, not to have too much. It looks subtle than having too much. And if you think sometimes it's not enough, just add a little bit more. So just in front of you, just like that, I'm showing you what I do, okay? And I like to not make a line here, but go a little bit down, Again, it's so subtle, I don't like the big lines like that because it looks dark here and light there. Okay, and dab, dab, dab. Have a look. So I think it should be fine for now. So now I have the Huile Prodigieuse on. So you can see the little difference. It is, I will not call it shiny. It's not shiny, but it illuminates the face, illuminates the skin, especially with those lights. You need something to illuminate it, otherwise it doesn't look as good. Of course, it has removed the redness around the nose. I think could be the BB cream, but it looks really nice, and again, it looks subtle. I like things that are subtle, and in France, as French women, we prefer that, so we prefer something that's a little bit subtle. Again, as I say, you have, of course, this Nuxe oil without the gold, and probably most French women use the oil without the gold. This one in the summer as well is good when you have, caught a little bit the sun, you have a little bit of shine, so a little bit of tan, so you add that over. So I'm going to show you now, how else you can use this oil. There are many other uses for this Huile Prodigieuse, or you can put some on your hair and you massage it, and you can use it as a mask before you shampoo. So you would massage it in your hair, leave it for 10 minutes, and then shampoo your hair, and that will give it a lustrous look. Also, you can leave it like that, just a few drops. I'm going to do it now. Just a few drops in my hand like this. Oh, so it's really not much. And I mix it like that, and just put it like that in your hair. Just so it looks a little bit, give it a little sheen. Okay, very subtle. Again, always subtle. As French women, we like things that are subtle, subtle, subtle. A little goes a long way. So something like that, okay? Other uses, you can use them as highlighters. So again, just a little bit on your fingers like that. And you can use them to highlight here on your cheekbones, on your nose here. So you tap, tap, tap really, really lightly. And then it will catch the light. Something else as well to use, again, on your fingers like that, is to highlight your clavicle here. A little bit like that, so it catches the light, especially in the summer. You have a bit of tan. will catch up your clavicles, and also for your shoulders here. Another thing that you can do, and Frenchmen do, is, you know, in the summer of course, but like in the spring when your legs are still a little bit white, or maybe in the autumn, you know, because you don't yet wear your opaque tights, again, a few drops of your Huile Prodigieuse, or mix with a little bit of you know, skin moisturizer, and from the bottom of your leg to the top, and you massage like that, and gives it a little sheen. So again, you know, it's very subtle, but it gives it a little sheen in the light. It makes you look good. And don't forget, it's a dry oil, so the finish is dry. It's not something that's going to give an oily finish, for instance, for your hair or your skin. I mean, I can touch my skin now, so I've added my makeup, but you know, it's dry, it's not oily. Of course, I've added my moisturizer, but it's all very subtle, and we really do that like that in France. Everything subtle, but something that, you know, benefits your skin, but your look also. Another usage, again, a few drops, and use it on your décolletage. Here, for instance, you know, to highlight this area. Just, you know, it's very subtle. Again, always a little goes a long way. But really, just like this. And when I move, you can see a subtle sheen. So do the same here. Do, you know, instead of using a normal highlighter, use that instead. Have a look how it looks on you, and that it looks a little bit luxurious. Those little gold particles on your skin makes you look special, and the smell. It smells. So you've got some orange blossom, some rose, and some vanilla, a little bit hint of vanilla. So it's really beautiful. It feels really good, it looks good, and it smells good. So we like all that. So what do we have in this Huile Prodigieuse? Oh, so I'm going to read it from the ingredients in the French Nuxe website. So, principaux actifs d'origine naturelle. So we have huile d'amande douce, we have huile de camélia, huile de bourrache, huile de noisette, huile de macadamia et huile d'argan, huile de tsubaki et des nacres dorées. Okay? So, texture sèche unique, enrichie en nacre dorée pour un effet lumière. So, I'm going to tell you now the ingredients in English. So, it has a unique cocktail of vitamin E and 7 precious plant oils, such as tsubaki, camellia, hazelnut, borage, St. John's wort, sweet almond, and macadamia. That sounds very delicious. You could eat that even for your breakfast. So you can see it's so natural. It feels good, it is good, it nourishes the skin. It has so many, benefit, bienfaits. It has many benefits outwardly, but also inwardly. So on the outside, because it looks good, but also, you know, on the inside, because it nourishes your skin. And also, let's not forget, it smells delicious. So, do you have this oil? Do you know the Nuxe Huile Prodigieuse, and especially this one? Or, you know, I put the link below. But by the way, this video is not sponsored by Nuxe. It's just because I absolutely love this product. So, I just wanted to talk to you about this and how it illuminates my skin. I really love this when I make a video. So, please let me know what you think below this video. Will you try it, or are you already using it? I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Au revoir.